Da, 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 da. All right. Hopefully update that. Ooh. Let's see. We'll get Forge started. Right one. So start with you. Yeah, you plenty long enough. How long are you? Ba, ba, da, da, da. 59 3/4. Okay. Let's see. Grab you. Grab you. Balance you. And that should give me the halfway point. Go there. I might need that pencil later. There. We'll take. Leave a light mark on it so I know where that's at. I can hammer that mark out later pretty easily. So I've got the back of my forge opened up today. I can run this all the way through. We're gonna bend it around and Dumaflachi. Dumaflachi being a bearing race. Let's come in here and get a bottle of water and a bearing race. That's fine for what I'm gonna do, I think. Worked. That will work. Now we just wait for it to get hot. You know what? Let's finish off this bottle first. Fan going. Hopefully. I do very little of like this caliber of decorative ironwork. I'm making a big trellis for my mom's garden. So I'm doing like they do the wrought iron gates and stuff, some spiral doohickeys and shit. I've got a pattern. We'll bend this first. I'll drag the pattern out and we'll go from there. I need a bench out here that I can actually lay the pattern down on. I barely have enough space over there for my laptop. It's not really something I can lay down like a D-size sheet of paper on. So we'll see what happens. Also, welcome in. Happy Friday. How you doing? All that good shit. I don't know how we're. Oh, this doesn't show up at all. Fuck. Yep. Nope. That doesn't. That is not gonna show up. because it's just a light sketch. Also, my light is not on. Well, it's on. It's not connected to Lumia Stream, which is what lets y'all control it. It's the only thing I have redeems for. I need it to work. I really, really have to come up with more shit for y'all to do here. And it's purple. That means it's working. We will let this get a little bit hotter because I can't do it all in one go. There's one chance of this because it's going to be bigger around than my forge is. So for the outer band, do or die sort of thing. Scan for later. All right, I'm gonna point this at my my fancy bending jig over here. My oh so fancy bending jig. I think the idea is just to do it in one good swoop. Ooh, that is not gonna be hot in a large enough section. Shit. Oh, I already messed up. Okay, hold on. That was hotter than I expected to be on the back side. Not grab it the way I wanted. Straighten that a little bit. Kick it back in there. Or gloves this time. Right? Fucking fire. Yeah, so the back side of it is sticking away through my forge. I thought, oh, yeah, it'd be cool. The exact same as the front side of it. Pull it out fast enough, it won't get hot. No, it did. It get hot. It get hot. It got hot. So, gloves on. I'm gonna try this again. It didn't get real hot. Not like can't touch gloves hot, but got like uncomfortable with the hands hot. So I didn't really want to put pressure on it like I need to. I'm shuffling it through the forge a little bit, trying to get a little bit longer area hot here. All right, let's give this a try. Where is my center mark? Yeah, see that is not enough. But I think with a little bit of adjustment, I can make it good. Where am I going to want these to be? Ah, come on. Y'all got rained on. You don't want to work for me. So I'm losing heat, but that's okay. Like right now, I just want to figure this out. So when I get it hot later, yeah, and that will let me bend it around the way I need. So I got 90, but I got to get a 180 around this. Let's see. Go there. Now, can I get like this part hot? Will this work the way I want it to? Will it fail horribly? You know what I could do? So I could stick it in here like this. All the way through. Like so. Okay. Exactly. Like you don't know how they do that without burning themselves. Because when you do, it's like, oh shit, this is hot. What the fuck? This is gonna be a whole weird process. This kind of stuff you should really do with a torch. Clamp it in place, torch heat it, and bend it around. I don't have an oxy torch. So we're doing it in a slightly sketchy way. Get a big chunk of it hot. Problem is, my forge is both not wide enough and not long enough to get the right section that's hot. So I'm doing like thirds, which is doable, it seems, but damn. I would have done a little bit differently if I'd known this. I probably could have bent it cold with enough clamps on it. Oh well. Getting hotter. I get a nice even heat. My forge isn't fully hot yet, so it's got a cold spot in the middle. Okay. A little bit of cold spot still, but I think it's good enough. Take you, put you here, clamp you, and then spin that around. Do I just finish? I think I do, and then I'll trim this later. Ah! All right. I was gonna bend it evenly, but this is still enough length to it, I think. I'm almost positive that's still enough length to it. Because it's gonna be a little short one. A little stubby dude. So we'll trim this even later. We'll get this done. And that saves a little extra complication. So now, into the water you go. And then sit out here to cool off, because I will need you in a little bit. All right. Back over here. kinda. Do I split this in half? Do I work with it as it is? Let me work with it as it is and see what I can do to start with. Maybe. Yeah, I can get that put in there. Yeah, I appreciate it because I currently do not. This is me figuring out how to do this, and I don't know what I'm doing. No. You can just say hi, and then that's it, and that's fine. Okay. So we got our plan. We're gonna make this bend here. How do we want to make that bend? Yeah, a workbench to, ideally a metal workbench to write this in paper would be the way to go. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. It's just light sketches. While I was figuring it out, I thought it would show up on camera. It does not. It gives me some point of reference. I really should cut this piece in half, but I'm not going to. Using my hammer though. Oh, my head is cut off. Shit. Let's adjust you. That looks pretty good. Hopefully. Yeah, that's better. I'm in frame now. Yeah, I have the white pencil, but I don't have the blue paper. Architects, yes. Carpenters use big fat pencils. I do not have one handy here. I got a bunch inside. So I think I want to bend this right. I think I do. This sure would be nice if I wasn't dumb and actually cut this in half, like I said. That's all right. Yep. I know better. I just don't do better. Story of my life. All right, that's kind of rounded. So if you will bring your attention to the small camera, so I got this little 90 here that gives me a fatter section, and I'll taper this a little bit. So I've got skinny and then fat. And I can round off the fat section a little more. Make it look nice. Are they over or underestimating what the age range is? I see KiwiCo get advertised all the time, but I've never looked into them. Is that the kind of stuff you're looking at, or? Hmm, a 6-year-old soldering sounds sketchy. You need the Lego Mindstorms. That's probably the way to go. Or black ink on translucent vellum paper. Gotcha. You are right. I knew the blueprinting was a chemical process, but I forgot. Now I think it's just stylized, right? And then I guess they use like a UV cure or something, right? Is that why it's black on clear? I do really like the look of blueprints. The white on blue is such a nice look. Did they? That sucks. Those seem like the ideal way to get a kid into that kind of stuff. Because you had like mechanical knowledge of building this stuff. And then you had circuitry of figuring out, they had the electrical connectors and stuff. And then you had a little bit of programming. You had a really simple programming interface. I had the exact same thing Mechaform, or at least maybe a slightly newer one. But it was, yeah, a board that had a bunch of springs on it, and I had a book, and it was like, hey, connect this shit together, and you can make a buzzer go off or something. I remember that. I remember my dad sitting down and helping me with it because I got it when I was way too young to understand like circuitry and shit. And my dad and my grandpa helped me. My grandpa was a radio operator in Korea, so he had a little more knowledge of that kind of stuff. And my dad was just get reading instructions, so I was like, hey, I can figure this shit out for you. Yeah, the ball nose of this isn't quite what I want because it's kind of awkward for me to handle here. But it's something. Now, see, we got the taper in there, but it's a little wider this way now. We gotta clean that up. Hey, Nate, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. How's your Friday? Jeez, that is a lot of money for what it is. And yeah, Mech 4, mine was blue, but it was a very similar thing. Mine's going all right. I'm trying to make a decorative plant lattice for my mom, and it's a little outside my comfort range for forging stuff, but I think I can make it happen. It's gonna be a lot of symmetry though. Symmetry is really hard to forge. I think that's as good as this taper is gonna get for a minute, and then we'll clean it up after I make some bends, because surely that is gonna twist it a little bit more than I'd like. Yeah, I'm pretty good. All the individual parts to make this, I'm pretty good at, but I've never put them together in this sort of way before. All right, so that sucks. Yeah, I used to really enjoy Lego kits. And making not what the Lego kit was. Like I'd build whatever it was and then tear it apart and build another thing. All right. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I need to be able to compare it. I don't have a good workbench out here. Let's see. Play-Doh steel on the ground. And then that can lay there. Oh, I'm sure it probably looks dumb on stream, but yeah, Play-Doh steel on the ground with a welding magnet on it so I can compare. Okay, that's cool. That's just a little Arduino kit, huh? What is it's based off Arduino. But instead of having the Arduino coding interface, it has just click and drag to the coding. I can't remember what it's called, but that might be something worth looking into. Okay, let's see. I think I want to use that. I think start here. Go this way. And then I can widen it up on the horn of my anvil. This gives me a shit an idea where it should be. It should be way fatter. Really, really regret not cutting this in half now. That's enough metal there. Let's spin a little bit of this by hand. You get some pliers out here. We'll tweak a little bit of it, get it a little closer. It's too long for me to work around the horn of my anvil. Yeah, I've watched a little bit of him. He's done some really cool stuff. He's done some really cool, like off the wall stuff, I guess, like his I think it was a brass hatchet and stuff like that. Where did I put my pliers at? I got me a little pair somewhere, or they're a big chunky pair, but they're small tongs basically. And I had them the other day working on stuff. And where did I put that stuff? Probably inside. Yeah, so I did a pineapple twist a while back. Somebody suggested it. We did it on a ball opener. It turned out really good. I really like the look of that. I really don't know where my little pair of pliers are. Let me see if they're in here. Ah, yep, they're right here. See, I do not know Arduino code, but I am pretty good at piecing other code together and making it work. That is my strength. It's like, okay, I can read enough of this to understand what's going on. I really do think I am gonna have to get kind of the right shape on this and cut it, because I need to work this around my anvil and I can't right now, or work around the horn of my anvil, and I just can't. I can't get this spiral with the way it is. We'll try one more time with pliers. Yeah. Let's see. It's too bad Raspberry Pis are so freaking expensive right now. Little bits, I think, is what I was thinking of with the Arduino that has drag and drop coding. Oh, nice. Lucky. Okay. That's we want this bend, and this should really bend pretty fucking easy. Yes. That's better. Oh, that's not even close to being what I want, though. That's getting closer. Needs a big swoop and then a little swoop. Oh, damn, that is just about right. Okay. So then we need, let's see, white pencil. Got it. There we want that to be the start of the next bend. Let's leave small little divot here so we know. And that should start bending us back. Yeah. Yeah, Pi does like Python and stuff. You can actually do proper little computer things, but with an interface. Hmm. A machine interface, I guess. It has the pinout. I maybe need to make some stuff for this. I don't want this is outside my capabilities, but it's at the limit. Nice. Have you posted it on Instagram? I didn't see it pop up on my feed yet, but I can go check it out if you posted it. So I don't know if it's allergies or I scratched my eye the other day, but today my eye is swollen. Just a tiny bit. It's a little bit sore. New forge time? Yeah. Okay, gotcha. No, it's not the forge. It's making the bends with just this one fork. I'm not used to making these complex of bends. And it's absolutely doable. But it'd be more doable if I made a jig, so both of them are exactly the same. All right, let's see. Actually, go back in there. I need to flip this around a little bit. Actually, don't want it that way. Ah, I forgot. It's not perfectly square. That's all right. So, take you. And we do like so. Where am I at? Where am I at? All right. We need way more of a bend there. Yeah, I think that's why my eyes are bad. Is being at the computer too much. It's not fun. All right. Let's see. All right, camera, you're in the way. Let's bend. It really is just in the way, no matter where I put it. All right, camera. We gotta move you a little bit. Work for now. They're really gonna watch me struggle with this. I really. It's one of those things like, oh yeah, I can do. There's no problem. All right. Kinda. Have to get kinda close, and then once I get it all cut off, I can come back and tweak it on the horn anvil like I want to. All right. So got got you, got that. Now let's start bending this around. Let's see. Fit in there? Yes. Yes, it will. I don't like the way night mode makes things look. I understand it's super good for, or maybe not super good for you, but it's better for you. But it weirds me out. Maybe I just need to use it long enough to get used to it. That's like having a super yellow incandescent bulb or something. Come back here, tripod. So I'm using this old tripod. I have to hold long pieces of steel. Sometimes it just tips over on me. It's like a $5 special when Fry's Electronics was a thing still. I heard on your last stream, I don't remember why you said, but yeah, you wouldn't get to Forge again until July. You come back just when it's real nice and hot. I mean, it's 90 something here, but not July hot. So, drop you. Kind of want to take you and you around. That gives me kind of what I want. Okay. So let's get this hot and we'll cut it about there, I think. Let's see. Is that right? So if we got it like that, we'll take this piece and bend it over. Let's see. About there. Gotta be weird about how I put it in there right now. Basket weave Damascus. That sounds cool. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do as it gets hotter. This is the first time I'm gonna try and stream through the summer or force through the summer. Because normally I do a little bit of tinkering in the winter, and then I'm done. But now I'm trying to stream stuff, so I'm like, okay, like can't just stop for 3 months, you know. Can have lots of fans going out here. You do some pretty fancy Damascus stuff, huh? I've got a couple pieces of Damascus that were a gift for birthday and Christmas. And I got to figure out what I want to do with them. I've got some ideas sketched up. I've got some different ideas for them. One's a pretty good sized piece, one's a pretty small piece. But one of them is a little piece of feather Damascus that I really like the look of. So I got to decide what I want to do with that. That's a small piece. It's going to be a small little knife. But I don't have a big grinder. I have a little Harbor Freight grinder because most of what I do is, I don't know, decorative shit, and people want the hammered look to it, you know. So I wire wheel everything. That's it. It means it takes forever to do any kind of blade work. So I have a super sketchy little press that works. It's got a guillotine tool on it. That's what most use it, but it's just a pneumatic over hydraulic jack, bottle jack. So it's a normal like bottle jack press that I got, and I picked up an air over hydraulic jack to put in. So it runs off my air compressor, and it's not as fast as a proper hydraulic jack. But until I start doing bigger stuff, this gets me, the occasional time that I mess with some big stuff. Shit, I lost my mark. There it is. There it is. Kind of hard to hold on to this. All right. You go there for a minute because I don't need you yet. I don't need you yet. We can go back over in the corner. Yes, probably want this guy. So I didn't think about it, but actually, now that I know this is, I think I'm going to straighten it out and get my end piece hammered out of it and go from there. Yeah, rip tripod. Yeah, that little Harbor Freight 1x30, man. It's a workhorse, but it's slow. Yeah, power hammers take a lot. My eventual plan is to make me either a proper little hydraulic press or a small power hammer. I have the steel, I have the knowledge. A press is probably the way to go, but it would be really fun to make like a 25-pound tire hammer. Something that can run off just 110 out here, you know? All right. All right. Let's straighten out this bend I just put in it, because fuck. Uh, there? Yeah. See, if I was smart, I would have measured all this and cut pieces ahead of time. But I literally designed this 10 minutes before stream. So, yeah. All right, so if I want it that way, it's going to bend around. Hook needs to bend down, or the fat area, the end of it. Would it be a finial? I guess it'd be a finial. So I recently added on to my shop, I now have room for a bigger sander because I want the sander and that kind of shit to be outside. I've got inside space, but I don't want to run a grinder in there. I've got 3D printers and computers and that kind of shit in there. And the small cleaner work goes in there. It's just sucking it up and buying one. Because if I buy one, then I have to make a bunch of knives. I've got plenty of steel to make knives. But I have to pay for it, you know, and knives are going to be the way to pay for something like that. Yeah. Now I built a little shop because I do a bunch of stuff. Blacksmithing is maybe my favorite of the things to do. It gets me attention on stream, but I do all kinds of random shit. So this is my space. Some of it's to sell, some of it's not. I do a bunch of little carpentry stuff. I got a table saw and some carpentry tools. Um, 3D printers, that kind of stuff. A little bit of electronic stuff, a little bit of gardening. Forge and barbecue. All right, hey, that's a good combination. But yeah, I work for an industrial company, and the industrial company has a machine shop. I don't know if you can see, I got a stack of bearings down here, but I've got hundreds of pounds of bearings at my disposal. Red light, it works. Look at this. Oh, spider website. Look at it working. Now I just need to make more redeems. But yeah, so I have the stuff to make edged things. I just don't know that I have it in me to do. I don't want the cleanup work, the grinding, the hand sanding, the filing. Need it this direction. Kind of wanna. I don't know. I guess right there. So when I come back, I guess I'm gonna hold it like this. Yeah, tap that way. It's gotta get hotter, but I want to grab it like that. Okay. I need to make. I made a mace, like a morning star, and that sold immediately for quite a bit of money. I need to make more stuff like that. Doesn't take any kind of cleanup on a grinder really. But yeah, I do sketchy little shit. I do the occasional knife that when I'm a sucker for punishment. Um, Handle holders, hooks, weird stuff. Um, I think I told you I like to make things out of steel that shouldn't normally be made out of steel. So I don't have any vases currently. Ooh. I've got a couple little like succulent flower pots. I like these. These were fun to make. They got little feet on the bottom of them. It's got a little rolled lip. So I don't mind shaping the handle so much. Fitting up the handle is a pain in the ass. Making it fit perfectly. That sucks. Thank you. Man, trying to hold this any kind of way. There we go. I'm not gonna forge weld this. I'm not gonna put the time into that. I'm trying to at least get it, halfway decent looking. Getting there. Takes you like an hour. Yeah. All right. Now, see, if I was smart, I would start with two pieces of steel and bent them at order of operation at the same time. Oh, I have gloves. I have gloves. I wear them when I weld. I wear them. It's a little bit too short to grab with gloves, but a lot of times I'll have something that's long enough I can grab with gloves, but not my bare hands. Yeah. Oh, you mean like proper hot iron? I don't know. I bet there's something that can do it. I bet there's some fancy kind. You'd have to have a pretty thick amount of insulation, so they're probably like mittens. Need that aerogel glove material. And yeah, drill press is handy. Drill press is good for a lot of things. All right. So, buttons. Now, let's put some bends back in this. Now we know, we got the ends of it. Yeah, but also it make you lose dexterity. So you gotta choose. So, got you. And oh wait, I forgot an important step. I gotta taper this. Almost forgot. Taper time. That's right. So I saw Alex Steele is closing down his U.S. shop to sell stuff, and I'm a sucker for tools, so I ordered a pair of tongs from him. I don't think I need a new pair of tongs. I don't even know what size they are, but I ordered a pair. When they get here, we'll see if they're any good. Let's get one more heat. I want this to be a little bit more taper than it is. It's pretty good, but I want a little bit more to it. Exactly. It'd be decoration if not. Yeah, basically, he's not coming back to the US like he planned to do. And a lot of the stuff isn't making money because he has to do it in small runs. So it's impractical to keep it running. He talked about the anvils he made. They're having a hard time with quality control. To no fault of anybody, but turns out making an anvil is a really hard thing to do, and some of that knowledge has just been lost. So having struggles with quality control, and they couldn't find, after one founder said, hey, like, we can't keep doing this. He couldn't find any more, so the anvils are gone. The man, it was so pretty. I enjoy his enthusiasm with everything he does. That's why I watch him. He's a very good blacksmith, but to be honest, there are probably better blacksmiths on YouTube. I can think of a couple. But his enthusiasm really, it makes it interesting to watch. But yeah, so the anvils are a no-go anymore. The pants, he couldn't keep pants in stock because he was ordering below what most like wholesale manufacturers want to produce at any given time. Yeah, he auctioned off a couple of things for a good bit of money. I liked he made a little stiletto with Black Dragon Forge. That thing was beautiful. So yeah, pants, anvils were a no-go. The hammers were like they're just barely making money. Just in general, it's hard to be a blacksmith for profit if you're not like you can do it as internet name, like what he was doing, but to provide quality tools to realistically a very small amount of people, hard to do. Hard to keep that profit. All right. I like that. There we go. Now, you go there. We'll bring the bending forks back and get a rough shape. And then we'll go to the horn of the anvil and see if I can get better shape. Yeah, it has to be, which is unfortunate. I sell a little bit of tooling. I sell chisels. And it's getting to where I can't afford to make chisels. And they take me 20 minutes to make one. But the cost of H13 steel is just skyrocketed. So unless I want to sell a $30 chisel, Imagine the same thing like hammer drifts and stuff. He can make them. If you have a proper set up shop like he does, you can make them pretty fast. But still, there is cost. There's overhead on having the tools, the shop, the person doing it. And yeah, none of the stuff is cheap. See, I think I want to grab it like this. And go here. Where am I at? Where am I at? It's gonna need a pretty good bend in it now, but ooh, that's much closer to the right shape. I like that. Let's try and get a nice gentle bend in the long part of it, and then we'll bend the rest of it around. Let me know. I think I've got 2 left, and I'm trying to decide if I want to order more steel or not. I don't sell enough to buy a 20-foot stick. I can't. Nobody local sells a 20-foot stick of H13. I need to call around and see if somebody will have it. So I got to buy cutoffs from eBay, and they're expensive. But yeah, if you're a knife maker, you probably don't ever use a chisel. I use them. Hold on. I have not. I'll check them out. I use Triple S Steel for all my stuff here. It's a local company, and they make a really good. They give me a really good deal and everything. So I make a lot of these Viking rune sort of things. This one's a big worry stone, big chunky worry stone. New necklace stuff like that. The chisels are great. If they'll focus, focus you fuck. There we go. Chisels are great for that kind of stuff. I use them. Thank you. If I have to split something to make like 2 separate tapers or chisel down the middle, that kind of stuff. If you do pineapple twist, you gotta chisel. But yeah, I got a little collection here. I got a chisel, a square drift, a round drift, and a center punch. And that does basically everything I need. And I got a hammer eye drift floating around somewhere I made. I wanted to make a couple of those and sell them. That's on my list. I've got the steel for it. I just gotta work through the process. I've got a hatchet down here I need to finish. I forgot. Hatchet. It needs grinding, and I don't want to grind it. Is that size, shape? Yeah, gotta get them foot. Um, how much steel? Like, what size is that? What type is it? Because my thing is, I can get A36. I can get mild steel all day long for cheap, 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 cheap. But they don't sell tool steel. They have no tool steel whatsoever. That's not really what I want. That's a start. There's gonna be so much cleanup on this thing. This way, this way. There we go. Then, hold on. Where do I want this bend to go? I'll keep bending it around here. Is that about right? That is pretty close to right. So, let's clamp this big bend here, and then we'll get this little bend going. And then we'll do it again. And try to make the exact same shape. H13. Okay, yeah, that's a good deal. Oh, 4 foot long. Okay. Yeah, no, that's a really good deal for tool steel. I use H13 and 4340. But for decorative stuff, let's see if I can even get this over here. Don't break anything, please. I get just mild steel from them. I got 20 foot of inch and a half. This is cut in half. That's 10 foot of it for $119, I think. 120 something with tax and all. So for my decorative steel needs, I am set. Oof. Let's get back around here without breaking stuff. All right, where am I at? That's not terrible. All right. Now we just have to loop this in a little bit nicer. Oh, there we go. Flip that around, get small radius. That'll help me a little bit. A33 and A2. I'm not sure what A33 and A2 are. I think A2 is like chisel steel. A33, I'm not sure. I have to check it out. O1 and W2 are really good knife steel. You ever get into a project and you vastly underestimate how hard it's gonna be? Because that's where I'm at right now. I thought I'd be maybe not halfway through, but you know, more than one piece through. All right, man. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by. I will catch you in July whenever you stream again. I'll check out Maritime Steel Supply too, because even if they don't have H13, they might have some other stuff I want. Oh man, I think I've been it too much there. It's okay. Let's see where we're at. We can tweak it. Right, yeah. Yeah. We can definitely work with this. But Where do we want to work with this? Let's get hot. We might do a little bit of bending with some pliers and tongs. It's not bad. It's gonna be a rough first attempt, fellas. It's not going as smooth as I had hoped. But that's okay. Learning process. Get hot, we'll tweak it a little bit, see where we're at. Make another one that should be about the same and go from there. I do almost regret putting the finials on the end of it. I think if I just had a flat or a taper to a point, I could grind it a little bit and cheese it. But no, let's do this right. So, why can't I hold on to you? It's that. I think I want this to be so. Okay. It's maybe not quite as pretty as I wanted, but it's very close to the right shape. And let's get it hot and let's shape it a little bit more, flatten it a little bit more, I guess. Go in there. We just need you a little bit warm. Twist around, flatten it out, and then we're gonna make another one. Hopefully. The idea is to make another one. And hopefully it'll be easier with a shorter piece of metal. All right. That should be good. Ah, close. Might have to get this side a little hotter. No, no, yeah, let's get the side a little hotter. Flatten it a little bit better. People who made this in the medieval times, Renaissance era probably is when this was popular. Were some fucking craftsmen doing this with that available time, you know? I guess it wasn't too much worse than what I have, but still, they made much more complex things than what I am making. Mine's like beginner level. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo. All right. Yeah, it's not bad. I can tweak the rest of it. All right. We have a piece. A piece. Now, we need to make this piece again. There. I should have measured how much that took off. Damn, that would have been smart. Now I could have cut this piece and done it just right. That's okay. Everything else aside, I'm pretty good about eyeballing the end bit and knowing how much to cut off. So the end of this one, well, I guess same as the end of going. Got a point to it because of how I cut it off. I'm gonna tap on the ground here. I got a piece of steel, flatten the end of it. Oh, come on. Tip of it hot. Go. Okay, and we want to bend it right there. Come on. Move you back a little bit, I guess. It's hot again, but I think we got that. We'll clamp a little bit and start tapering it. We'll actually make the exact same piece, even on the same size. So maybe use that one as a mirror. You know, we'll touch them up, we'll make them just right together. Let's work that taper a little bit more than it is. All right, let's get it hot so we can make this match. So now, see, I want to match this first curve. Set it up there so I can compare as I go. And we want guess I kind of want to run the big curve first. Whoop. Big fork. So, I don't know, maybe about there. Here. See, are you hot? No, I can hold you. All right. That is not terrible. And There, I guess we need to. I know about where that's at. Let's see. Eh, It's not perfect, but that's getting closer. Let that get hot and we'll play with it a little bit. See, the trick is with this, well, one of the tricks is I can't get too much hot at a time because this is where a cold forge would be really nice. You can really isolate where the heat is so the rest of it doesn't bend as easy. If I get too much hot, sure, I can work more, but then the whole thing just kind of turns into a warped mess, and I don't want that. Not ideal. Right. So, a little bit bigger here. Then to right, then I want to start. All right. Let's get it hot. We'll work with this over the anvil or over the horn anvil because now I have a short enough piece to do that. All right, let's see. Now I should be able to work this. That is too much. How do I wanna go and do this? Sorry, camera. Actually, yeah, bend this around a little bit more than it is. It's part of it. Let's get it hot. Get it hot, it'll move it a little easier. He's a killer. There is a song from Red versus Blue from like 10 years ago, probably, that has been stuck in my head ever since. Oh, let's see. Six. So we are there. So, oops. Come on, tripod. No way. That's getting closer. All right. All right then. Symmetry is hard. Especially symmetry that's not like straight lines. Straight line symmetry, hard but doable. Compound curve symmetry, whole different level of hard. Let's get a little bit more hot. I got a little bit of a crimp in this, not a good clean round bend. I got to take that out, and then we work further down. It's not terrible though. It's not a bad start. All right. So where am I at? I'm here. It is U. Right. There's that dish. All right. That is within some tweaking. And now I've got to do this bend. Stick more of it in there. Get more of it hot. And the same thing, we'll do a little bit of the back bend so I know where to cut it ish. Cut it, straighten it out, do the back bend. Oh yeah, I gotta get a lot more hot for this. But it should be as simple as get through so. Right. Okay. Okay. What is the right way to bend this? I got that. Bend it down. Bend this up. That's the right. Yeah, start bending it further back here. Okay. Yes, a jig would have been the right way to do this. If I ever do this again, I am making jigs for all the parts. Because this is a giant pain in the ass. Make jigs, tell them the right length, know what I'm doing. So I do with hooks, that's what I do with the necklaces, all the shit I sell a bunch of. Got a jig for it. My little pot hanger things, all that has a jig. Then I only have to do it right once. Part of it is I'm having a hard time normal wrapping my brain around where I need to hit at to make the right bends. Normally, I'm actually really good at that part. So that's that. So we kind of want this to be that's better. Much better. Okay. So now we need this bend going around. Let's get further in there hot. Man, you just gotta go for it. You'd have it. If you do this, you gotta be patient. Patience helps. It's all individual parts that I can do, but putting it together is not something I've done before. You know, I can make the finials, I can make the tapers, I can make the bends. I have made symmetrical things, but putting it together in this way that fits in. You know, I have a shape that has to fit in. It's actually will come out a little bit, but you know, I have a shape that fits in. I have a drawing that goes in that shape. So as long as they match this drawing, I'm good. And it's just time consuming. It's little bits of tapping and bending and moving and all right, where do I want to be? We got this, got that. So now I want to come over here. I think I want this kind of sharp bend here. Okay. Whoop. Right. Right. Let's get a little bit more in there. Move where that's sitting at. We're getting there. We're getting closer. We're getting much closer. This is taking way longer than I thought it was. What are we, 2 hours in? Hour and 50 minutes in. 2 hours in. I don't have two pieces done yet. I mean, I guess technically I have two pieces. I have the loop, but yeah. And yeah, this. Let me double check, make sure this is right. It is. Man, fucking tastic. Yeah. That'll stretch out a little bit as I put the parts in it. Better have it bent in it a little bit and stretch out. It seems like it, right? It seems like it's been way longer. Seems like it for me too, man. All right. So we got you. We got you. But now I kind of want to start bending it a little sharper here. Sorry if I'm in the way of the camera. This part has to happen a little faster. Ah, yeah, I am way in the way of the camera. I apologize. All right. But I know about where I want to cut this now. Sweet. Let's go in there. You're a little warm. You're a little warm too. Fuck. Neither one of those was too hot for me to hold, but it's like forge instinct, if it's not cool, immediately drop it. All right. Let's go there. There. I've got one more bottle of water after this. I've got to go get some today. So either we run out of water or we run out of propane. And I'm done. Whichever one comes first. Okay. So we want it probably about there. All right. Go there. This guy can go back in the forge. And we have to straighten it. But I need to know, the bend so I know where to go. And know how much I have. So unfortunately, we got to straighten part of it and then bend it again. Oh yeah, no. I want to, maybe it'll be a weekend project. I want to put a little water filter so I don't have to keep having bottles of water. Because generally I prefer just to have like a thermos of water. But I go through more than my biggest one out here forging. Great. Let's take you and we will straighten you out. Straighten this whole bend out, unfortunately. But I know I can make it again. And then. Yeah, that's right. Hold this in super awkward position for a minute. And I can bend this down and get my other finial. I think finial is the right word for it. I hope it is. Yeah, no, I do have a little mini fridge in there. A proper like heat pump mini fridge, not a Peltier one. Peltier? Peltier. I am just out of my water. Ba, ba, ba. All right, let's see. Let's grab you. Yoink. Want to bend you. I don't know, it's about there. Ah, come on. We'll get it hot. Damn it. Go in there. Get hot. Do your thing. Honestly, if these match, I'll be really happy. This isn't my cleanest work, but it doesn't look bad. It's one of those things like, as a person who does it, I look at it, it's like, oh, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. But I think altogether, nobody will notice. As long as they match, as long as it's symmetrical. If it's not symmetrical, people are like, hey, that's crooked. Why are you making crooked shit? Like, I don't know, internet. It's not my fault. I'm sorry. Am I losing my mind? Maybe. Are y'all here watching it? Absolutely. Trying to figure out how to hold this, even though I've got the curve going on it. I am not hitting it very hard for this exact reason, because I'm holding super awkward spots. All right, I think that's pretty good. I think I can clean it up after I get a little bit of a taper going, because I can get it in there a little better. All right, you go there. Then we'll taper it and make this bend again. Man, I appreciate you hanging around all stream. Some of these are a little more empty than other, and I get it. I'm not like I'm doing something anyways, but it's nice to look over and see comments. Sometimes they're super popular. And look, it was like shit. I got scroll. Oh no, let's get that a little bit hotter. Yeah, let's get it a little bit hotter. To be honest with you, man, I am not unhappy so far. I can make this match. I mean, not quite half of it. So I got two more pieces about this size, and then one piece that goes in the small. That keeps everything kind of filled out. Here. A little bit of a gentle taper, not really swinging hard. Oh, and see now I can get to this piece and round it a little better. All right. Let's get that taper just a little bit more because I think the other one on the bottom taper I got a little bit more, a little bit thinner than on the top one.